Hey family, Maurice Domina here with today's edition of Just the Thought. A quick pondering, thinking, something for you to consider. It's just a thought. And as I said, sometimes these things just popped into my head. And the following popped into my head, if I may share. It's Napoleon Hill's quote, which is the following, and I have it here. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. And I think in the world that we're living in right now, I think that's kind of apropos. In other words, if you don't like what's going on in your life, if you don't like what's going on with your family, with your community, with your state, with your country, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Now, just to dissect that a little bit, conceive, give birth to. So in other words, any idea that pops into your mind, guess what? It can be achieved. Now, I think the difficult one in that expression is whatever the mind can conceive, okay, give birth, that's fine, is whatever the mind can conceive and believe. Maybe that's the difficult part of that conversation, of that quote, rather. In other words, maybe we don't go for it because we don't believe in it. Well, that made me think of another quote from Muhammad Ali, which he stated, "I am the greatest. I said that even before I knew I was." Talk about a belief, talk about really believing in yourself, then if that's possible, isn't it possible for us? So this is today's Just the Thought. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. And I think to help us with that belief part, well, let's go back to Mr. Napoleon Hill himself, to his book, his landmark book, Think and Grow Rich. Now, my belief is this. I believe there's one chapter that doesn't get mentioned that much. Yes, a whole entire chapter that this whole thing, I believe, is based upon. And that is chapter 2, the idea of desire. How much desire do you have? Again, going back to our friend Muhammad Ali, would you agree that he had a very strong desire? In fact, I read something recently about Muhammad Ali, and he talked about training. And he said that his training didn't begin until it started to hurt. Talk about desire. Oh my gosh, what a great example of desire. Hey Seth, thanks for joining us. What a great example of desire, right? My training didn't start until it began to hurt. Now, in this world of instant gratification, hey Melanie, how are you? Instant gratification, it takes us sometimes to get to that belief level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to include below the link to Think and Grow Rich. Definitely check out chapter number 2, the idea of desire. Why? This is my belief. If you have that strong enough desire within you, guess what? That belief is given birth within you. So now let's combine it. Combining giving the birth to an idea, giving that birth to that desire. You know what that means? That means you can achieve whatever you wish in your life, be it for yourself, your family, your community, your state, your country. This is Maurice Domino with today's version of Just a Thought. By all means, leave a like, write a comment below, and definitely share with others. And don't forget, go visit our new Facebook page, Just a Thought, and go there and definitely go and like the page. This is Maurice Domino with today's Just a Thought. Have a great day, everybody. Ciao.